Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are joining us from. For those of you who are with us on Zoom, those who are on Clubhouse, and those who are on Gist House, we are getting pumping with day 12. Believe it or not, we're already on day 12 of the 21-day boot camp, where we're trying as much as possible to share one business idea every day that anybody can go into with practically no experience needed, no technical skills needed, and literally no money needed, except minimally to buy a few tools if you have to. The idea behind the 21-day boot camp is to sensitize as many of us out there who are not very familiar with this thing called ChatGPT and the AI explosion that is going on all over the world. It's a whole new revolution that is happening right before your eyes, and my job as one of the opinion leaders out there, as well as a coach, and as well as a trainer and a business owner, is to sensitize as many of us as possible into this new phenomenon. Because I believe that if every one of us can get involved early, not only do we create some extra income streams for ourselves, regardless of whatever it is we do in our personal lives, we are also going to be preparing for the future for our business. Because regardless of the industry you are in, whether you're a lawyer like me, or you're in the shipping industry like a Shara, or you are in the social media management thing like a Funke, the important thing to understand, this revolution is going to affect you. You don't have a choice in the matter. You can tell yourself, I don't like AI, I'm not interested in AI. It doesn't matter, AI is interested in you. Because if you are not using it, your competitors will use it to eat your lunch. And that is just a fact. It's not pleasant. It's not necessarily something that you are happy to hear, but that is the truth. Because your competitors will be using it while you are still using old school. And before you know it, you are no longer competitive. Imagine a paralegal in my law firm who is still doing research the old way. You say, go and give me background research on the case I have coming up. He has to go to Westlaw, spend about 4 or 5 hours to be able to even get a few of the information ready. Then he goes home, come back the next day, and it's still not anywhere near as accurate. Versus somebody whose boss, the lawyer boss, said, go get me research material on this case that we have next week. And he goes to ChatGPT or goes to Google Bard, and in under 10 minutes, he's got all the research materials ready, complete with cases, complete with even the brief self. Everything is done. It's just a matter of time before the lawyer that is using ChatGPT begins to have the edge in terms of having more time. That means he's going to be able to take more time for his clients. He's going to get his work done faster and go home to his wife and children and enjoy more time, versus the one that is still doing the pounded yam style. Same way in your own business. People can reach clients faster now and cheaper now. Because before, for you to send out a mail, you have to really get a good copywriter, or you want to write it yourself, and that might take a long time to put it together. With ChatGPT now, in under 1 minute, you can get one of the best emails written by the best experts in the world. Is it market research? Something that might take you weeks and months to do. With the ChatGPT or any of the AI tools, you have it at your fingerprint, your fingerprint in less than a couple of minutes. So AI and ChatGPT is making people smarter. It's not going to do your work for you, but it makes you faster, smarter, and more efficient. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the money in business. That's why we're doing this. That is to sensitize. Obviously, you're not going to learn everything you need to learn in one day. Let me make can glue a moderator here. Okay. All right. Thank you. So can you hear me? You said they can't hear me?
Yes, they said they can't hear you, sir.
Okay. Let me fix that. Let me go back in there. All right, can you hear me now, King Glue?
Yes, I can hear you now, sir. I can hear you now, sir.
All right, thank you so much. All right, well, you have not really missed much. What I was just doing was a preamble, telling everybody how important it is for you to be a player, for you to understand how this, what is it called? How these ChatGPT and AI tools, how they are changing the world and how they are going to affect you. If you like, hide in your church and say it's the Antichrist, it is still coming to your church anyway. So you need to better figure out how to use it. So today is day 12 of the 21-day boot camp, and I'm very excited. When I picked that 21 days, it was like it's going to take me forever. I'm not going to be able to do it. Here we are. We're on day 12, 9 more days to go. And when we are done, hopefully, one of the next things I want to do is to start doing a challenge, because no matter how much I teach everybody, many still will not take action. Many still need somebody to hold them, or they need friends to work with them. So we are going to be doing what I call weekly challenges. Maybe the upper week after we are done with the boot camp, we might do a book writing and book publication challenge, where the objective is for everybody to have 2 books written in that week and to have each of them published in 20 different websites. We come every day and make sure that everybody does the exercise, so that at the end of the challenge, you can tell yourself, okay, I have books on 20 different websites. We can have a challenge about how to start marketing our books, stuff like that. I will work it out, because I realize that those work very well, because people perform better when they're in a challenge setting, when other people are doing what they are doing. My own goal is to make you take action. A lot of people, a lot of gurus are not really interested in that. They just want you to pay your money. And if you like, do your work or don't do your work. For me, the real win for me is if I can get you to get going on what you have learned. Of course, King Blue, I wanted to put the link to the Inner Circle Club. We have officially reintroduced the Business 360 Inner Circle Club. It's only $10 a month. I encourage everyone to please join that, so that you can continue to interact with us. I'm going to talk more about it later. There are so many benefits that comes to you just for being a member of the Business 360 Inner Circle Club. Part of the benefits, for instance, include you are going to get access to a vault of trainings, hundreds and hundreds of training tools that I've done in the past, and the ones some that I'm going to be doing in future. The vault alone is worth more than $100, $200, maybe even $1,000 a month. When you get in there, you will see it. And that is where we are going to put also the recording of all this boot camp. I'm going to put those recording there when the boot camp is over. There's no time to do that now, but we are already making arrangement to start uploading them. Part of what you also get, you are also going to be getting one every week. You're going to get one exclusive training from me that will be posted into the members area, just for you, to help you grow in your business. Other stuff includes exclusive hangout on Gstars app for Business 360 people, who are just going to be us who are members of the club. Outsiders are going to be shut out, and we can then discuss whatever it is you want to discuss about your business. Part of your membership fee benefit includes the WhatsApp chat room, where we're already having people in there. It's going to be exclusively for us, for you to ask questions, for me to motivate you, for me to do the occasional teaching, responding to questions, so that every one of us can learn together. We also have the free book of the month. Every month, I'm going to give one of my books for free to members. We're going to drop one, either one of my old books or new ones that I'm selling, but you're going to get a free one as part of our Book of the Month Club. And sometimes during the month, we will have rooms about that book, so that what did we learn from there? What can we learn from there? How can we improve our business? I'm really looking forward to that. And of course, you also get discount from all my master classes that I sell. Every product that I'm going to be selling or that I'm already selling as a member of the club, you automatically will be entitled to 50%, regardless of how much I sell. Some of my products are $2,997, some are $497, some are $297. But any of them that you choose to buy that is not in the vault is going to be 50% automatic. Even when I'm running a sale, you get 50% on whatever the sale price for that product is. And my software is also, we have decided to include them in it, whatever softwares that I have, including the ones that are coming up. As a member of the club, while you are still current as a member, you can get 20% discount from the software. We can't give you much more than that because most of my softwares are sold by affiliates who get 50% of it. So the best I can probably give you is 20% discount for being a member of the Business 360 Club. Now, right now, it's only $10 for the introductory price because I really want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to be a member of that club. You know, if you have not yet joined, please click the link at the top of your room and join us. Okay, that's it. Today, we are going to be talking about our business number 11, even though today is day 12, or business number 10. I think we spent 2 days on freelancing, and then we did another day that it was just a feedback where I really wanted to hear from everybody. So today is going to be the 10th business we're going to be teaching during this 21-day boot camp. But today is day 12, and we're going to be talking about social media management business with ChatGPT. Social media management business with ChatGPT as your secret weapon. Let me pull up my slides and then we'll talk. For those of you who are on Clubhouse or Gist House, don't worry about it. You will get the most feel of it because I'm just going to talk about what I'm sharing on the system, unless we then go into practicals, in which case you'll be hearing me talk about it as I share it on my wall. Funke, please share the link to the Zoom in the chats. The same thing with King Glue. Please share it on Gist House for those who may want to come and join us on Zoom. Though many people prefer to be where they are, and that's okay, because that allows them to switch from one room to the other, just in case they get a little bit tired of my repetition and all that stuff. You guys know I love to repeat myself as part of my own teaching strategy. I repeat it and repeat it until you are frustrated. You are tired of hearing it. That is when you are starting to understand. All right, my screen is up. Let's get this game on the road. Okay, I see the chat. As we start, as always, can you let me know where you're joining me from as part of you participating? Please type the city where you are joining us from. Please just type it on your chat screen if you're on Gist House or Clubhouse or Zoom. Come on, let's go. Just let me know where you're calling in from. Trinidad and Tobago, Anola de Freitas, Gideon Etok from Lagos, Nigeria. From Gist House, I see Barbara Idiok from Uyo, and I see Olajide Leo Show from Lagos. Right, I see Sarah or Shara from Germany. I don't know why I keep calling her Sarah. Shara from Germany. Good to see you. I love the fact that you are showing up every day, learning the little you can. That's how I was also. I will go from every room, from one room to the other, and I will just learn everything I can. That is how you grow. Eli, I see you. Thank you so much. Eli is also always showing up to support the room and be part of what we are doing. I see Grace Ajayi from Alberta, Canada. Wow, that is amazing, 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 amazing. Good to see you guys in here trying to help us decode or to join us in decoding this thing they call ChatGPT and AI. Even me too, as I'm teaching, I'm learning more. We are all learning. We are all learning here. Very few experts inside this matter. All of us are trying to figure out how we can take our business to the next level. It's the level of dedication that is different. I've committed to this now almost 3 months, and every day I spend about 8 to 10 hours. I shut down my counseling sessions. I shut down I didn't shut down my law practice. I just stopped going to court myself. I told my lawyers they're on their own. They have to do the work. Me, I want to spend the next 2-3 months trying to figure out how to be a master in this new dispensation called ChatGPT. Okay, where is my? Okay, I see. All right, I'm going to post the link for those of you who are asking on Zoom. That is the link for you to join the Business 360 Inner Circle. That is the link right there. I've posted it, and I think we all have it in the group. So let's get the game going. Where is my slides again? Blah, blah, blah. All right, today we are going to be talking about social media management business with ChatGPT, how to elevate your social media strategy with AI, and how to unleash the power of ChatGPT to make money as a social media consultant, or to use it to improve your own social media business in case you're not interested in doing this as a business. You just want to know how to use it to improve yourself. It's all part of it. Many of us here, we have our own business, and all we are looking for is how do we improve our business. So let's get to it. It's going to be short today so that we can have more time. In today's digital age, social media has become an integral part of business marketing and communication strategies. You don't have a choice. Social media is where your customers are. That's where customers are going to go buy stuff. Social media provides a direct channel for brands to engage with their audience, build brand awareness, foster customer loyalty, and drive website traffic. And they're always looking for social media managers to handle this for them. Some hire staff directly, some actually go out there and hire consultants to do one thing or the other for them. Previously, those who are not taking the matter serious, they started realizing that their lunch is getting eaten on Twitter, on Facebook, because they were not taking their social media strategy seriously. And the old schools are now beginning to change. So the same thing is about to happen with AI. Those who are using AI or ChatGPT, they'll be able to operate at a much higher level than those who are using old school method. So social media allows businesses to humanize their brand, showcase expertise, and establish thought leadership in their industry. For those who understand how to use the power, because it is from your social media handles that you establish your leadership in the industry. Okay. Social media also enables targeted advertising, reaching specific demographics and increasing the chances of conversions and sales for those who understand how the game is played, for those who understand what this is all about. So we are going to be spending time breaking all of that down for you in a few seconds. Just let me handle a little business here. Okay. Where's my slide? Okay, got it. Okay, so social media enables targeted advertising, reaching specific demographics, and increasing the chances of conversion and sales. For those of you just joining us, we are on day 12 of the 21 days ChatGPT Monetization Bootcamp. It's a special public service, free service for the whole world, for those who might be interested in learning how they could use ChatGPT in their business, or how they could use it to start a whole new type of business. And on this day 12, we are talking about social media management business, how you can use ChatGPT to be or to run a social media management business, or to use it to elevate your own social media strategy if you are not interested in using it as a business. We all know that the social media industry is growing rapidly. In 2022, we are told there are over 4.62 billion active social media users worldwide. That is scary. That is like half of the whole world. And this number is expected to reach 5.32 billion by 2025. That tells you something, that the social media market is growing rapidly in terms of even what people are spending on social media market. We're hearing that it's about 200 billion as of 2022, $200 billion. I even think that is very, very conservative. It doesn't count a lot of other stuff, in my own opinion. And this number, according to those who keep these statistics, I'm not a statistics company. They say it's going to reach 257 billion by 2025. So the first question you must ask yourself, because a lot of us use Twitter, we use Facebook, but we really don't know what social media management is. I say this because I've had occasion to have a discussion with somebody who's a CEO of a company doing very well offline, but he didn't really have the right concept or understanding of what social media management is. And I was stunned. Okay, social media management refers to the strategic process of creating, and I need you, if possible, to write this down because it's going to determine how you start to approach it if you have not been approaching it well. So it's a strategic process of creating, publishing, analyzing, and engaging with content on social media platforms to build a brand's online presence and effectively connect with its target audience. There are several parts to it, to social media management. And that is why where the opportunity comes for you and I, for companies who need this stuff, but they don't know how to do it. I'll repeat it again. Social media management refers to the strategic process of creating, publishing, analyzing, and engaging. Those four key stuff: creating, publishing, analyzing, and engaging with content on social media platforms to build a brand's online presence and effectively connect with its target audience, because that is where the people spending money are now. Before, we used to say, oh, people don't come to social media with their credit card in their hands. They are just coming there to come and play with their friends. They're coming there to come and gossip. They're coming there to come and fight people on politics. But that has changed with the level of money people are spending on places like Facebook, on Instagram. Because while they're playing with their friends, they see what they like, they bring out their credit card, and they buy. So every self-respecting company now understands that social media media management strategy is something that they have to specifically plan for, either by having a social media management consultant or by hiring social media managers. And with the explosion of AI and ChatGPT, this thing has gone supernova now. And that is what we are going to be discussing today. It involves several aspects, including content creation. A lot of companies found out later that it's not easy to create content every day. Maybe they hire some little small level guy to be doing their social media posting. Eventually they realize that this is actually hurting their brand more than helping it, or they're not even making any sales or any business with it, because the content creation is not just sharing whatever post. It's something that is strategic. Okay, it includes community management. The smarter companies now are using social media to manage their community better. That's why you see a lot of private groups on Facebook. I have several of those for my softwares, where the users, they are in a small community that only them can see themselves. And then you can manage them, you can interact with them. There's social listening. Because if you don't know what people are saying about you, at some point it might get too late where your brand is already ruined before you are aware of it. I do social listening. Some people just wonder. Sometimes when they start talking about me, I just show up in the room. They are wondering, how did he do it? But I have, for some key places, I have social listening already put in there so that when my name is typed on some platforms, I get an alert. Then I can decide to go in there and go fight, because I love to fight a lot. People know that. But now I've decided to power some of those things down, or just ignore many of them, because you can also get distracted easily. For somebody like me that is always talking politics and not necessarily on the side that people like. I say my own mind. Sometimes my own supporters hate me. Sometimes they like me. My opponents hate me. Everybody hates me. So you find out every time you say something, somebody always have something to fight you. So those listening becomes too loud. And how many are you going to respond to? So I had to start deactivating some of them. But for every responsible company, okay, they know they need to have social listening out there online so that your brand doesn't get damaged so quickly. Some banks in Nigeria have it now because I know, because some of them are my clients, where you now see them more or less doing customer service on Twitter. Because when people complain on Twitter, 2 people tweet it, 3 people tweet it, before you know it, 1,000 people have tweeted that stuff. And if you don't have a social media manager that is listening, quote and unquote, with AI tools, before you realize a small problem about somebody having a challenge withdrawing 10,000 naira from your bank has become a 10 million naira problem for you. Because when people are seeing that and there's no response from your company, people believe what they see. There was a time they tried to debrand one of the biggest names in banks in Nigeria. A certain political group decided that they're just going to debrand that community. I was very impressed because that bank did some things that our political camp did not like. And we decided that we're going to drag them like a dog on Twitter. But I was very impressed that from my very first post, somebody was in my inbox. And that tells me that those ones are listening very well. They know what's going on. They can say, what did you just post about our bank? This is not correct. This is the position. And then I started getting feedback from other top influencers who are trying to drag this bank, that every one of them is being approached. And it took them less than 2 days to put out the fire. And that was supposed to be a major fire that we had meetings about. And we decided we're going to make this bank a perfect example about what not to do in Nigeria. Okay. And we decided we're going to go after that bank. But they were very strong. I'm not going to mention their name. I actually sent a special appreciation or commendation letter to their customer service department, that whoever is doing your social listening knows their job. You know, they come at you, they didn't engage you fully in public to make the thing worse. They went after the influencers in the back office. That's a well-trained social media manager, for instance. Because if you can take down or get the influencers to understand the issues, because many of them are not wicked. People like me, I don't want to damage people's business. If you can convince me that this thing they're talking about is not correct, you give me the right facts, I will be the one to go out there to go defend you. And that's what I did. That, no, this is what I'm hearing. Our own guy is the one that is wrong here. This is what happened. They didn't like me. You know how we obedience are. But I had to do what I had to do, because if you know the truth and you are still joining them to drag somebody, then God can never be happy with you. But what I'm saying, so that I don't distract, social listening is a big part for social media. Many companies didn't even know that. Analytics is a big part of your social media strategy. How many people are engaging with you? What are they saying about you? What are they saying about your product? How many people came to your page last week? How many came the week before? But many companies just pay people. They have no way of measuring whether they're even working. And of course, advertising is a big part of that. These are all part of social media management that every good executive needs to have key KPIs in this area for whoever is handling their social media business. Okay, let's keep going. So from the point of view of business, like I told you, this is a 21-day monetization bootcamp with the emphasis on monetization. There are many areas you could take so many things. But for this purpose, Business 360 Club and Business 360 Inner Circle, for those of you who have not yet joined, I want to encourage you, click at the bottom, a button at the top to see what it's all about. The amazing benefits you get for only $10 a month. I kept it so low so that everybody can participate, especially my brothers and sisters from Africa. All right, 7,500 naira a month is nothing. If you really want to grow with me, if you want to keep learning and getting those benefits. But so we focus most of this stuff from the business side. How can it benefit the regular guy? How can the regular guy make money in this area? There are those who approach this thing from the moral point. There are some who approach it from the policy point of view. There are so many aspects to everything online. But for me, this AI and ChatGPT thing, Business 360 Inner Circle, we want to approach it from the point of view of business and how we can create income streams, no matter how well you are doing. How can you create income streams from this? So here are some highly in-demand services that you can offer as a social media consultant using ChatGPT as your secret weapon. Because before, without ChatGPT, you need a level of sophistication, a level of knowledge, a level of ability to write, to be able to play as a top-level social media consultant. But with ChatGPT and a lot of the AI tools that I'm going to be sharing with you later today, now you can be very ordinary in normal life and be a very dangerous social media consultant. Because now you are no longer using your own brain, you are using the brain of an artificial intelligence that has been fed with all the strategies, all the knowledge of, I'm talking about millions and millions and thousands and hundreds and hundreds of years of knowledge. All you need to do is prompt it to give you the information you want. So now you can do social media management like the guy who has had 20 years experience doing it, or better even. I know that this is still difficult for a lot of the old school to get until they get into this thing. And you see that you have been teaching this thing for 30 years, you have been doing this communication thing for 30 years. Somebody who has not even done it for one day can bring out better communication than you, can have a better strategy to execute it than you. That is what ChatGPT and AI tools are doing. So here are some, for me, I'm going to highlight about 6 so that I don't overwhelm you. That actually like 20 of them, but this is a master class. My master classes are always as long as they need to be, but we also need to put some limits to it. So I want it to be not more than 4 hours all in, because the training themselves, they are a product that I'm going to be selling when the master class is over. Sorry, when the bootcamp is over. I'm very upfront about that. So I teach it very thoroughly so that when I need to finalize the training, I don't need to do much in the back end, maybe add a few modules that I'm not able to teach in that 3-hour span. So it's a very, very extensive training. But I want to share with you 6 different types of services you can offer as a social media consultant in your social media management business. Because today we are talking about how to start and use ChatGPT for social media management business. It's a very, very big business. People get paid money. I get paid money to manage people's sites. A lot of people, that is their full-time job. They're social media managers or social media consultants, even though most of them don't know more than Twitter or Instagram. And they're still doing well, but all they do, they say, oh, I'm a social media consultant or manager, but all they do is manage somebody's Instagram. And then they share their picture, they share their page. They're getting paid now because the competence level is so low. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Is who they see, they're going to pay all that big money. But as things begin to go, as more people begin to become familiar with this ChatGPT thing and AI tools and the kind of dangerous stuff they can do for their clients, people's lunch is going to be eaten. Somebody who thought is, oh, I'm a very big influencer, they're paying you 500,000 naira just to put a post on your Instagram. All of a sudden, you're going to find out a nobody guy can do 5 times your better job, can get more views on the post than you, and then it can charge 20% of what you are charging. And before you know it, they've eaten your lunch. It's what happens with newspapers. When I told them 10 years ago or more that all these building things people are doing, hiring 100 reporters to come and be writing your weekly magazine, you are going to be dead 5 years from now. They thought I was laughing. I said, joking. I said it in one of the, I gave a lecture, I think 2013, 2014 maybe. And it was a very big magazine. It was a weekly magazine, probably one of the biggest in Nigeria. I don't want to mention names, so this is not about debranding anybody. All of us fell into that, even me. Now I'm realizing that in the legal profession, I'm way behind in this AI thing when I saw what my colleagues are doing. But I told those guys, I said, you have 4 or 5 buildings, you have 100 staff, reporters who have to go up and down for you to get your magazine ready. And your magazine is once a week. that in another couple of years, 5 years at most, somebody will sit down in their father's house and they will eat your lunch. They will make more money than your whole organization, your 100 staff, with your 3 buildings, with all this, your cars. They will make more money than you, and they have no staff. They don't even have an office. Everybody laughed. I remember that day very well. Journalists were there, over 100 journalists were gathered. And I was trying to tell them this. But look at what is happening now. I mean, unless she just wants to feel good and get an office. Does Linda Ikeji, does she have an office until maybe 2-3 years ago? What does she need an office for? She doesn't have staff. Maybe a one personal assistant. And then you are hearing she's buying a house in Banana. People to make themselves feel good. Oh, they said she must be sleeping with politicians. If you have an idea how much that woman is making on a monthly basis, last time I knew, which was more than 8 years ago, she was doing over 40 million naira a month. And that was like 8-10 years. I don't know how much she's making now. And she was not even monetizing her stuff. AI has not even come there. Now she's eating the lunch of well-established, iconic magazines. Now they finally started waking up. They started going online. Before, online looks like a part-time thing or for the lazy people. Now they are realizing that online is the market. Who wants to wait for a weekly magazine when they're going to get the news tomorrow in the next 1 hour as it's happening? The only time they will read your magazine, maybe they want to watch pictures of somebody who did party last week. So that's what they're going to go down to. Nobody wants to do that. They finally figured it out. So I'm saying the same thing today. If you are doing social media management and all you are doing is you're on Instagram, you share a picture and 50,000 people like it and you're feeling cool, you will be dead 2 years from now. Because people will be able to bring in better pictures. They'll be able to bring videos. They'll be able to bring stuff that is engaging people more, like 20 times a day, while you are still looking for one. And they won't even charge money. The monetization is not going to be different. Where are you going to be? Who will want to pay you 500,000 naira just to do one post when they have a guy who has 2 million people on his YouTube? Wake up. So what are the in-demand services that you can offer as a social media consultant? Number one, social media strategy development. Social media is not just go out there, post information about your company. Now there's strategy to it. ChatGPT, thank God, can help you create a comprehensive social media strategy tailored to your business objectives, target audience, and industry trends. We probably will go into ChatGPT and I will show it to you. You can take a company and then you tell ChatGPT, I want you to come up with a strategy for me to achieve these specific objectives. You list it. I want more followers, or I want more buyers, or whatever it is you want. And right before your eyes, in less than a minute, ChatGPT will give you a comprehensive strategy that people from Arthur Anderson cannot give you. People from KPMG, I'm not joking, depending on the way you prompt it. I can tell ChatGPT, I'm the topmost consultant for social media in the world. I've been in this business for 45 years, and I have the experience of 40 years in this business. Now I want you to grant me a social media strategy using these parameters, the way a 40-year experienced social media consultant will write it. And it will spew it out. I will put it against the best KPMG research any day and I will win. I've seen it. I've done some of this stuff. That is where this thing is going. That it is where it's going. But social media strategy development is huge now, especially for the more aware companies. They understand you can't just wake up in the morning and just be tweeting or posting. You have to have a strategy to it. You have to have a strategy to it. And that strategy determines what you're going to do on Twitter, what you're going to do on Facebook, what you're going to do on TikTok, how you are going to do it, when you are going to do it. That is major, major, major work that people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for people to do in the US and in Nigeria, millions of naira. I know, I've seen people pay that just to help them come up with their social media strategy. And then they will take maybe 2 months. They'll say they are doing consultation, they are doing research, They are doing all of this stuff that ChatGPT can help you do in under 1 hour of querying here and there. You have your comprehensive package. You submit it to your client and collect your money. Number 2, platform selection and setup. ChatGPT can assist you in identifying the most suitable social media platforms for your business and then guide you through the process of setting up accounts and optimizing your profiles. It's amazing how the kind of suggestions it gives you. Let's say you tell ChatGPT what your business is about, what your vision is, what your product offerings are. Your client will give you that, obviously. Then you put all of that into ChatGPT and you tell it to help you identify, number 1, the best social media platforms for this business to focus on. And then number 2, to give you ideas on how to set up those accounts and optimize it. The operative word is optimization. Optimizing our profiles. What do we need to do on our profile on TikTok for it to be optimized? ChatGPT will tell you. What does this company need to do on LinkedIn to be able to optimize its profile? ChatGPT will give you that. It's a business on its own that people are doing, or a service that you can offer as part of your social media consultancy business. I don't know if you guys are still with me. If you are still with me on Clubhouse, I need you to give me a 5. If you are still with me on Gist House, I need to see a 5 to be sure I'm not just talking to myself. And of course, if you're on Zoom, which is where most of the people are, almost 60 people on Zoom right now, give me a 5. And if you're watching us on Facebook, I think somebody shared this thing. It's okay. We'll always delete the recording after. By the way, the recording of this event is not going to be free. It's only available to members of our Inner Circle Club, Business 360 Inner Circle. The link, somebody help me post it on social media, on Facebook. I think we are live on Facebook for now. Please post it there. On Clubhouse, please also post it again. Olufunke is at the top of the room. Just click it and join us. It's only $10 a month. I kept it very, very low so that everybody can benefit. And then when you get to that site, you see all the benefits that you get for just being a member of the Inner Circle for only $10. You get access to my training vault that contain hundreds of training videos on different things. You're going to be getting a one hour original training every month that I've not delivered anywhere. I will drop it into the members side as part of the ongoing training in business. Then we are going to be having a weekly hangout, Q&A hangout, where you can ask me any question concerning your business or whatever it is you are dealing with. And number 4, you're also going to be invited to our exclusive WhatsApp group, which is our group coaching outlet or thread, where you can ask any questions. Either I'm the one going to answer it for you, or other members of the team or other business people who are in there. Because iron sharpens iron. That's a question you ask. Somebody already has a solution to it. They can advise you, other members. Or if I'm there and I know the answer, I don't presume to know every answer, right? I can only tell you what I know or give you ideas about how to get it for yourself. So that WhatsApp chat is amazing. And as a notice, because I want to pay more attention. I realize that I tend to get people in these WhatsApp groups, but I don't give them the time that they needed, because I'm in over 200 WhatsApp groups. Beginning this weekend, I'm going to start deleting most of those groups because I want to focus only on this one when it comes to business, with the exception of those who are my one-on-one student coaches. Those are the ones that pay the $10,000, $20,000 for me to coach them one-on-one. Those ones deserve their own separate threads. But for every other free service thread that I've been doing, I'm going to delete them because by being in 200 places, I cannot service anybody. Even the political groups, I'm going to delete myself from most of them. I will keep only one, the one for the Niger Lives Matter. That's the headquarters one. The sub ones, I'm going to remove myself from all of them. Why is that? Because I want to focus and give my members the best. So if you are not a member of that Business 360 Inner Circle, you're going to be missing a lot. And of course, we are also giving a 50% discount to any of my courses that I'm selling. Even when I'm giving special sales, you still get 50% of that special price. And my softwares, you get 20% just for being a member of the inner club, whatever price I'm selling it. Anywhere you see it, even if I'm doing a sale and you're interested in it, just let us know. As a member of the inner circle, we will give you a discounted coupon to get another 20% off. So it's just a group for you to continue to work with us and to continue to get some more information and more education from me. It's not a one-on-one coaching. You don't join the place and start calling me and thinking I have to spend time with you personally. It is a group coaching, but I think for only $10, it's probably the best value you can ever get. All right, please check it out. And when you get to that page, it breaks down the 7 things you get as a member of our club. But we keep moving. So number 2 service you can offer is platform selection and setup. Number 3, you can do content creation and management. This is the biggest of them all. Content creation and management. Everybody will first tell you initially, I can run my own social media myself. But creating new content every day is a major problem. Social media management companies actually hire people full-time. Their job is to try to generate content, and it's costly because that is why blogs die. That is why social media don't work, because creating new content yourself every day is hard. But with your secret weapon now, with the ChatGPT secret weapon, writing content is no longer your problem. And I'm talking about great content, amazing content that even well-trained professionals cannot write. Because you can tell it to write, for instance, like a newsletter. You can tell it you want to write a newsletter as if that newsletter has been written by somebody with 50 years experience in communication. It will bring it out in a way that will stun you. When people read it themselves, they know that this one is by a top professional and it is done for you in under 1 minute. Imagine that. So with content creation and content management, ChatGPT can help you develop engaging and relevant content ideas, create captivating posts, and establish a content calendar. We did that, I think, a few days ago, where you can create a content calendar for your blog, for your Facebook, for your Twitter, all in a matter of a minute or less, where it can come up with a very, very creative 30-day calendar for your Facebook post. Look, we need, this is what the company does. These are the kind of services, business we are looking for. You just, once you tell it what you are trying to achieve, ChatGPT will create a 30-day content calendar for you. We are going to test it today and we're going to see. And then that 30-day content calendar, you can then tell it to write each content as you please. You tell it, okay, I want you to write this content for day 1 based on the calendar. In seconds, it will write it for you. Meaning you can get all your content calendar for Facebook done in 1 weekend for 30 days. Why? Because Facebook now allows you to do scheduled posts. Just like many of the other platforms out there. They allow you to do scheduled posts. YouTube allows you to do scheduled posts. So you can take a Saturday, work with ChatGPT to get your content calendar for Facebook for the whole of 30 days ready, if you want to be lazy. And then you post all of it on Facebook. Say, okay, let this one go live on the 1st of July. Let this one go live on the 2nd of July. Let this one go live in the evening of 2nd of July. You can do more than even 1 a day. And once you are put it there, your content start dropping. Now you can then still do impromptu ones, but now you are doing it at your leisure. Your clients will be outstanding. If you agree with them, okay, I'm going to manage your social media, I'm going to manage your Facebook, and I'm going to make sure there are 4 posts on your Facebook account every day. 1 post will be about Q&A about your business. Another post will be about why your services is better. Another might be a funny post concerning a funny event. Number 4 can be a quiz, for instance. And then you build that into a 30-day content calendar. ChatGPT will give you all of that. It cannot take you an hour. He cannot. I've done this stuff. Now, the question is now posting it up there and scheduling it. And your clients don't know that. Maybe they've given you access to admin. All they will know is that at 10 a.m. in the morning, you drop. At 12 noon, you drop. At 4 p.m., you dropped. At 6 p.m., you drop something new. They'll be excited because you are going to be reaching your objective for them. Meanwhile, you have done all of this thing 20 days ago. That is the biggest part, because now you don't have to be a good content writer. You don't even need to know how to write. You don't even need to know how to speak good English. Just tell ChatGPT what you want. It even will correct your spelling self. After you told it, ChatGPT will then write it for you. Or Google Bard, or some of the AI tools I'm going to be mentioning as I begin to round this up later. All right. Number 4 service that you can provide using ChatGPT as your secret weapon is community engagement. ChatGPT can provide you guidance on building an active and a loyal community by interacting with your audience, responding to comments and messages, and fostering meaningful conversations. There are even AI tools that will do it for you automatically now. Once you connect the plugin to your social media, it is responding to them. And if you are doing it manually, there is a way somebody will post a question. You don't necessarily need to know most of the answer. You take that question, you go post it to ChatGPT. It gives you the best answer. Google Bard will even give you 3 or 4 options. I hear that the 4.0 of ChatGPT will also give you 3 or 4 options, as many as you want. So you look at it and pick the best, and that's what you post. To build a community, it will give you the strategy to do it. It will give you the action plan. It will write everything for you. Number 5, obviously, advertising campaigns. ChatGPT can help you design and execute social media advertising campaigns, targeting specific demographics, and optimizing ads for maximum reach and engagement. Before, this is a very tough thing to do. Being able to craft a winning advert, being able to draft an advert that will not lose you money is an expert thing. Top level guys. For many years, I myself could not show profit on my adverts when it comes to selling products directly. This is not where you are trying to promote a Peter Obi post or promote an Ashiwaju post. We're talking about adverts that will make people buy products from you. It's hard. But with ChatGPT now, anybody can do it. All you then need to do is learn the prompts. Tell it what you want in terms of your advert. Tell it how you want to write it. And you write it for you. You can write a funny advert, you can write a serious advert, you can write whatever. And it will be top level, top class, that the topmost level advertising company cannot write if they don't use ChatGPT. They will still be denying it now. Many of them are still in denial. But I always tell them, write your own, let me write my own. Then we give it to an independent person and let them tell us which one is better. Eventually, they will all wake up, because small media companies will start eating their lunch. And then they finally realize that right now, a lot of advertising companies, they get their jobs based on man, no man. Oh, this one went to school with me. That one went to school with me. This one is my friend. Or you go to nightclub to go and buy them drink and they give you stuff. But that is changing. Nobody is stupid. If they're paying you $5 million a year to do their advertising campaign for them, and all of a sudden there is one little guy somewhere who is using ChatGPT, who is producing better quantity, better quality of advertisement for 10% of what you are charging. There's only so much that beer and that girl you gave them at the party can go, or that girlfriend that you carry, give them. There's only so much you can go. But when they see a lot of money they're wasting on you, because this AI thing is insane. It's like video. Hopefully we are going to get there before we finish these 21 days about how to use ChatGPT and AI. When I use ChatGPT, most times I'm talking about the AI community generally. So don't get it confused. I use it as a generic term, even though it's very different. ChatGPT is mostly text, right? But so when I use it, bear in mind that sometimes I'm using it interchangeably with AI tools because it's easier for me. There are some AI tools now that will produce videos for musicians that people like Clarence Peters will start losing their lunch. I said it publicly. I mentioned one name right there. All those top level guys that you think making commercial videos for music, if they don't get it together and start looking at those AI tools now, they will be out of the market because some of these tools will produce the cover music to go with it. They produce the graphics. They produce the video in 3D. You're already seeing some of them out there. Some of those things cost those guys who did it less than 1 hour. And it is better than some that you're watching on TV now. And those videos will put the artist in there. This is not like just some graphic stuff somewhere. It's all AI. And that's why I say AI is coming for you, even if you don't come for it. It's coming for your business. You better figure it out. You better start getting involved, whatever industry you are in. Better start asking questions. What are the AI tools that are developing in my own area of business? There are AI tools now that create beats. So if you say you are a music producer and you don't go and understand that AI to be able to incorporate it into what you do, you just find out that those boys are not coming for you after a while. All those 10,000 naira they are giving you to create beats, they're not coming again because they found out that there's an AI tool that will create a beat that will be better than the one you are creating. I've seen them. It's crazy. Number 6, performance tracking and analytics. For some of the medium companies or even small companies that are woke, they understand that performance tracking and analytics is very key to making sales. ChatGPT can assist you in monitoring the performance of your social media efforts, providing insights and recommendations based on data analysis to refine your strategy and achieve better results for you. ChatGPT can do analysis of the results or the data from your site to give you better insights to make more sales. So you, as a consultant, that is the kind of service you can offer. We're going to go and we're going to take one of these services and then we'll use ChatGPT to do a test case, to do like a kind of a practicals, so that this stuff I'm telling you guys works. I'm not going to go through all 6. I'm not going to spend 5 hours a day teaching you this stuff. You can go from there and learn more yourself so that we can have more conversation. Of course, what are the key social media platforms to offer services at? Obviously, you want to focus on the top 7 or top 10. Facebook is always big. There are lots of companies who are spending plenty of money every day for social media managers. We'll talk about where you will find them, where you find their services, or where you will find their orders. YouTube is also very big because people know that having a YouTube channel is very big for their brand. So you want to provide services in that area. Instagram, obviously, if not the most commercial of all of them in terms of people selling stuff. TikTok is gradually trying to overtake YouTube in terms of the followership. All right, it's the most active, the most downloaded non-game app in the world right now. Why? Because the format is really, really fun. It's short, and lots of people find it very easy to use. Companies are starting to figure that out. Now they are needing people to help them with their TikTok social media management. LinkedIn, of course, for business and for those executives who are looking to collaborate with others or to hire staff and all that, they are paying through the nose for social media managers in that area. Twitter, maybe not as much for different parts of the world, but there are those that they swear by it in terms of the kind of business they do on Twitter. I'm personally not big on Twitter for business, even though I have a sizable followership there, but there are those who believe that that platform is amazing for business. I think it's just a buzz boost app mostly. Number 7, Pinterest. One of the most underrated social media stuff, and those who sell stuff, especially physical stuff, they swear by. Most of them will even put Pinterest number 1 or number 2 after Instagram when it comes to selling stuff. And you see that I didn't put much there. Pinterest is not a place I personally operated in on a business level. I have an account. Maybe I go there once in 6 months. It's not my thing. So, and I try not to teach so much about stuff I don't know much about, but it is there. Pinterest is one of those key areas where those in e-commerce are always looking for somebody to help them manage their platform. And if you can use ChatGPT or other AI tools to master how to provide those 6 services that I shared previously, you can get amazing business there. All right. So let's move to developing social media strategy with ChatGPT. Obviously, you're going to, when we're talking to you now as a professional, before you start working for any clients or for yourself, if you want to do this by yourself, for your own business, you have to set your goals and objectives. What are your goals for your social media strategy or for your client? What do they want? A lot of people just do social media. They don't even have any plan. They don't know what they want. They just know that they're sharing every day. Why are you sharing every day? What is the objective of sharing every day? You got to clarify that, because that will help you in coming up with better strategies, since you have a secret weapon that knows everything. But the fact that ChatGPT knows everything does not mean it's just going to give you unless you ask it. So you need to know what you want. Your clients need to know. So you have to ask them, what is their strategy? What do they want? What is the, do they want to increase brand awareness? Do they want to drive traffic to their website? Do they want to generate leads? Do they want to make direct sales? You got to be clear, because each of the objectives is what will drive the plan that you're going to ask ChatGPT to do for you. So when we're going to do the test in a minute, and when we're going to do the practicals, we have to tell ChatGPT what we want. Is it brand awareness? Is it traffic to the website of the company or to their physical building? Is it generating leads? Is it making sales? What exactly do you want? That is the first thing you as a social media consultant need to clarify with your clients. If they don't even know what they should want, you should tell them your objective could be, give them examples. Do you want to increase your brand awareness? They don't know you, you want them to know you better? Do you want people to go to your website to go and buy, to go and see what is there? Do you want to make sales? Do you want to generate leads? Then they will start answering. Once you give them leads like that, a leading question like that. But you want the objectives to be measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. That's why they call it SMART goals. This is important because it will also go into the kind of questions you're going to be asking ChatGPT to put into its mind when it's giving you a strategic plan. Because if your objective is not measurable, you're not going to know whether you're achieving anything. You're just going to be collecting money, which is what happens with a lot of brands. They don't have SMART goals. They just hire some guy who they say, this guy is very good on Twitter. And then they give him 50,000. Yeah, go and do our Twitter. Go and do our Twitter account. Or they give him 200K and say, okay, you are going to be handling our Twitter. They have no measurable goals. And then they have no time set for it. So that guy is collecting that money every month, but he really is not reporting anything because there's nothing to report. Nobody told him what they want to achieve that is relevant to their business, that is measurable. And then it's time. For instance, like we want to have 1,000 followers from Twitter in the next 30 days. That is measurable. Now, whether it's attainable, of course, will depend on the person they are speaking to and what their platform has been doing before. But it is something that they can see. If somebody has 1,000 Twitter followers right now and is getting a consultant and say, I want 100,000 in the next 1 month, then that may not be attainable unless they're planning to spend a lot of money on advert to put to the budget. So the consultant will be able to say, well, yeah, we can get 100,000, but this is what it's going to take, in which case it becomes attainable. And then time. Is it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? An example here is increase social media engagement by 20% within 6 months, or generate 100 leads through social media campaign in the next 3 months. See, those are clear stuff, so that at the end of that time, you can measure, is this a good social media guy or is just collecting your money? So same way with you as a social media manager now. When you're going to accept assignment, so that client don't start complaining after you have chopped their money for 3 months because the expectation is different from yours. You got to make sure there is very clear objectives that are measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So you yourself will know whether you delivered. If you agreed, this is what you're going to do in 3 months. The man cannot grumble if you agree that you're going to do 100 leads for them in 3 months, and in 3 months, you have done 250 leads. They cannot complain that you're just collecting their money because you over-delivered. Now, if it's not enough for what they want, that's their problem. Then they have to then change their demands for the next quarter. When you've done that, number 2 thing you must also do, you have to know the audience. And then you create a buyer personas. ChatGPT also will help you there. If you don't know, believe it or not, some clients are not very clear on their target audience for whatever it is they're producing or they are selling, especially if they are new. What they sometimes think is their target audience may not be their target audience. So you can help with that by actually asking ChatGPT. This is what we do, this is what we sell. What will you recommend to be the best target audience to go for and why? ChatGPT will explain that for this kind of offering, for this kind of services, these are the best type of people for you to go for. And this is why you should go for them. You can even tell it to rank in terms of low-hanging fruits. ChatGPT can do all of that for you, which is what is called market research. Before, you probably have to spend weeks and months trying to figure that out. Doing survey, go talk to this person, talk to that one. You spend weeks with staff on the streets, get people to fill out forms. With ChatGPT now, the survey is already inside there. You just need to ask it. In 30 seconds, it will tell you. Particularly when you give it historical data. Sorry, I got to get some water in there. Okay. Okay, let's move on. You can get ChatGPT to help you create buyer personas that represent your ideal customers, including their motivations, challenges, and preferred social media platforms. Because when you have the correct avatar, which is what we all used to get wrong, or takes us a lot of time to figure it out, because we are limited in the research we can do. So we spend a lot of money and time focusing on the wrong thing. But with ChatGPT now, you can get that right from day one. Get your ideal customer avatar correctly without having to do any survey. And then you use ChatGPT to analyze data and insights so that you can refine your understanding of your target audience. Now, of course, to do this, you need all these prompts and all that. We're not going into details yet. I'm just sharing with you what is there. Number 3, content planning and editorial calendar. Like I said, you can plan your social media content based on your goals, target, and buyer persona that you did in 1 and 2 that we just talked about. Now that you have all of that, you have your goals, you have your target, you have your buyer persona that you have used ChatGPT to help you refine based on the context of your business. Now, under these 3, you then use ChatGPT to generate content ideas, headlines, and captions that will resonate with your audience. So that way, when you are posting stuff, what you are posting is relevant to your audience, it's captivating to them, it's attracting them to be able to engage more with you because you are not doing more targeted posting. Am I still making sense? I don't like this thing being too much theoretical. We need to move to some practicals in a minute, but I want to be sure I'm still making sense for you with you guys. If I'm making sense, give me a 3. Give me a 3. Gist House, if you are still there, give me a 3. Clubhouse, if you are still there, give me a 3. For those of you just joining us on all this social media, if you're on Facebook, give me a 3 also. What we are doing is, this is day 12 of the 21 days ChatGPT monetization bootcamp. What we are doing in those 21 days is to sensitize you to 21 different businesses that anybody can do using AI as your secret weapon, or ChatGPT, which is a free tool, as your secret weapon. And today is day 12, and today we are talking about social media management business, how you can use it to go into the social media management business. And we are talking about the different things you can do and how to do it. This is just by way of recap. This is a master class, so it's not your typical Q&A stuff that we do on social media like Clubhouse and Gist House. This is where I actually do a presentation of 2 to 3 hours, even a full master class on that business of the day. In a recorded form, I'm recording it now so that that product can be available for people who want to learn that business after the bootcamp, and that is going to be sold. There will be no recording available for free. Even the ones that is on Facebook right now, when we are done, we're going to download it from there and we're going to delete, because it's intellectual property now. You want them, you have to buy, and you are going to be buying each business separately. It's not going to be like all the 21 days go as one training. No, they're separate packages that I'm going to create sales page for. But if you join our Business 360 Inner Circle Club before the bootcamp is over, you get all the 21 days of training as a bonus. So you don't have to pay $297 for each of them. You get all of it as a one-time bonus for your membership. But once the bootcamp is over and we are selling it separately, it will no longer be part of the Business 360 Club. That one you have to buy separately. IS will do is get 50% for each of those training. So I'm just explaining this for those of you who might be wondering, okay, it's not passing the microphone, we're not having a conversation. This is a full-blown masterclass training that is being recorded as I will create my course. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone responding. We are not seeing much from Gist House. Gist House, are you guys still hearing me? I see Clubhouse always responding. Thank you guys so much. I see several people have put on a 3. I see on let me see what is happening on Zoom. Of course, the Zoom people are responding, lots of them. I see Anola, Mustafa Barua, thank you so much. Gideon Etuk, Onowale A, Ann Boots, Vincent Agu, Rafiu Kazim, Gideon Etuk, Best Ikbeba, Johnson Sinclair, Amaka Alison, Gideon Ituk, Onya Chom Chukuka, Damilola Ajiboye, Joseph E.G., Grace Ajayi, Taufik, Olawale Odutayo, Oluwasegun Obadeyi, Okpeyemi Shorungbe. Thank you guys so much, all of you responding on Zoom. Let me take a look at those on Clubhouse to see if they're still with me. If you are still tracking, just give me a 3. I like to take a pause every once in a while to be sure that we are still tracking and I'm not just talking to myself. All right, Timu KJ, I see you on Clubhouse. Godwin Akitola, thank you so much. Funke Ado, I see you. Heda Toka, Shara Kufu. My best behavior coach is right there. Shara, I see you. CBK Ignis, thank you guys so much. Uko Ibanga, Victor Oguntiyo, all from Clubhouse. Thank you so much for continuing to be part of this. Please encourage this room by sharing the room, share it out there, and also invite as many of your friends as possible. The more people we get involved in this, the better. You don't want them to have to start paying me for these master classes later. So if you can get them in here, at least they can make their notes and get it for free. And then the few guys, I think GSAS is finally waking up, even though GSAS has more people in them. They have 20-something people, more than even clubbers right now, but it's like they are jabotas. They don't like to engage. Joseph Ajiboye, I see you. Oyeleke, Amos, Kinglu, and Taufik. All right, guys, thank you so much for that. Many people just come in, they're passengers. They don't want to get involved. And the more you get involved, trust me, the more you internalize. Believe me or not, there's nothing like I'm just going to sit down passively and listen. You are really not hearing. But when you're part of the discussion, when you are interacting, then you are getting that into your spirit. This thing is, I can't overemphasize it. You know, you got to get involved. So you can use ChatGPT. We are still on this number 3, content planning and editorial calendar. Use ChatGPT to generate content, headlines, and captions that resonate with your audience. Because now all you need to do is ask it. ChatGPT will give you. You don't like what you got, you say, do it again, put this in there, and it will do it for you. You are going to see when we go to practicals for a few minutes before we shut it down today. Let me look at the map. I'm determined to finish in 2 hours today, and then we can take at least 1 hour or so or 2 to actually have a discussion and then take questions. I know many of you have a lot of questions, and I want to give you enough time to be able to ask it today. So we're going to be moving fast. All right. You can create an editorial calendar. That's one we are going to try to do today, editorial calendar, so that you can see what I'm talking about. To organize and schedule your content, ensuring consistency and strategic alignment. Because when you discuss with a ChatGPT to give you an editorial calendar, you are giving it directly what you want, you get more consistency and more strategic alignment with that than if you're trying to do it yourself. You wake up in the morning and start asking yourself, what will I do today? And what will I do tomorrow? That is even very tiring. But if you have your calendar written 1 week in advance at the very minimum, 1 month, that is consistent and is in strategic alignment, you get more results, better results. Okay. All right, and I think I'm going to start to skip some of this stuff now. Now we're going real deep into the jungle here. Another thing, like I said, what you can use ChatGPT to do is for key performance indicators for measuring success, KPIs. So you have to determine with the client what are the key performance KPIs based on your goals and objectives. 100 people, 2,000 people, 200 engagement, whatever it is. Examples of social media KPIs are engagement rates, reach, follower growth, click-through rate, conversions. You know what is crazy about this ChatGPT? You can also use it to write your proposal to market for clients when we get to that part of it. I just want to say that in case we don't get to it. For me, marketing is always big. It's wanting to know how to do something. How do you get a business? It can be something as simple as writing a very converting proposal that you will send to your prospective clients. And guess what? Now you don't have to crack your head to write this. Somebody post the Zoom link in the group. Mr. Mignon Lee is the same link of yesterday. We're using the same link every day. So the one you used to log in yesterday, if you use it, it will also log in today. And please try to keep the link so that you don't keep asking. Okay. Examples of a good KPI is follower growth, click-through rates, conversions. So you can use your ChatGPT to analyze social media analytics and generate insights for measuring the KPIs that are important to you or to your clients. You can use it to regularly monitor and assess KPIs to evaluate the effectiveness of your social media strategies. What you are doing is even working. And then make data-driven adjustments. It's like people telling you, your post went viral yesterday. What does that mean? Going viral means nothing if it doesn't meet KPI. So the question is, how many leads did that post get my client or get my business? How many sales did my client make with that viral post? The minute people start thinking along those lines, you are going to be a more effective operator. I remember when we were doing politics, when I was still supporting Professor Kingsley Mogalu before he lost his primary. I remember that a lot of the youth that I was working with, their goal is how to make Prof viral. And they keep talking about it, oh, we need to do this so that let everybody go. And then we start retweeting until it goes viral. And I was like disgusted. Okay, so it goes viral. What does that mean? What is our KPI? So they say, okay, it's trending. What does that mean? How does that get him more votes? How does that get him more followers? How does it get him more volunteers? The question should be, for every post we do, how many new people signed up to be Mogalites? How many people donated money to him? There has to be a KPI behind every post, so that when you say you have a viral post, then you can measure how effective that viral post is. I've gone viral many times on Twitter, but because I had no objective, I was just doing my Peter Obi thing. Sometimes you post something that is funny or that is very cerebral or very annoying, depending on who is reading it. Sometimes it goes viral. But because I really had no objective other than just tweeting about Peter Obi, I cannot say, oh, this stuff is effective, because there are no KPIs that we're measuring. But you can't run your business like that. You can't. The few times we use KPIs, okay, we were trying to get people to join the Peter Obi Nation project. So when we do a post, that one now, I'm not sitting down deliberately to write a post to get more people to join Nigeria Lives Matter, Nigeria Lives Matter's Peter Obi project. So when we post it, the next day I will talk to my team. How many people did we get to sign up to Nigeria Lives Matter's project for Peter Obi based on this post? So over time, we're able to know what type of posts get us more people to sign up. Now that is a social media strategy that is KPI driven. But most times, most people don't do that. For their business, for their whatever, they're just happy that they got 1,000 likes. Is that your objective before you post it? Your objective could be, oh, we want 1,000 likes, depending on if you know what to do with the likes. All right, let me not go too deep. You can do content creation and curation with ChatGPT. I'm going to skip this one. This one is not critical. Now let's talk about tools and resources for content creation and curation as a social media management consultant or somebody who has a social media business. You need the tools and resources. Even though this is a ChatGPT monetization bootcamp, like I said, ChatGPT in this context includes other AI tools. So I'd like to mention some of them, even though ChatGPT is primary, it's number one. But here we go. ChatGPT can recommend, hold on a second here. ChatGPT can recommend various tools to streamline content creation and creation process for you. And here is some of this stuff I want to talk about. ChatGPT, of course. In case you don't have that, you want to go to ChatGPT for the chat part. Is chat.openai.com. But openai.com itself has several aspects. It has graphics. Okay, it has a part of it that actually does graphics. It has a part of it that does video. So you want to go to openai.com to see the kind of tools they have in there that you can use. They have DALL-E for the graphic part of it, which is like Midjourney kind of tool. And they have, I forgot the one they use for video. A lot of people thought ChatGPT is just about text, but the parent company has several other tools that you can use. Google Bard is coming on strong. A lot of people swear by Google Bard than ChatGPT now. They say it's more accurate, it's more this, it's more that, but you should check it out. Google Bard is also free. There's Phrase.io that I like now. They are touting it as the fastest and easiest way to create content that will rank on Google. Basically, you can use it to do SEO optimized posts. or social media content for blogs, for a newsletter, for whatever it is that you're going to be doing for your clients. Phrase.io. There's Jasper. Jasper.ai. What is good about this is that it infuses recent data, recent research data with your brand voice and optimization tools like SEO and grammar. Now, what makes Jasper awesome is that when you are a social media consultant for a client, you also want to do the management in the voice of the client. So Jasper will basically curate all the content on the site and then use that to generate content that you're going to be putting on those posts so that you are speaking in the voice of that your client. In other words, you are writing like the way they used to write, the kind of things they like to talk about, the way you talk about it, it sounds similar so that you're not looking, you're not posting what is discordant with what their clients are used to. Jasper helps you with that. Then there is the ChatSonic. ChatSonic is fast becoming my favorite if I'm going to be for blogging, for social media, and I'm moving gradually away from ChatGPT for that, for the simple reason that ChatSonic, which is actually built, I believe, on the API of ChatGPT, meaning that it's really ChatGPT, but in a more refined way, more focused way by the owners. But what it does is I can write factual trending content. Remember, ChatGPT is not current. ChatGPT has information up to September 2021. Even when you use the plugin, it's not the same. The plugin to make it current for you. ChatSonic actually writes factual trending content. Is been made to have up-to-date information. It can generate AI art. ChatGPT cannot do that. At least I don't know how to do that. People tell me it can. I've not gone to learn. I don't see any art when I'm prompting it. OpenAI has its own art, which is the DALL-E and other stuff. But ChatGPT itself, to my best of my knowledge, does not generate art. When I asked it the other day, it told me I don't do art, so I don't know what they're talking about. So I've left that one. But ChatSonic AI can do that for you, okay? It can do voice command. I think ChatGPT also has voice now, but ChatSonic has a little bit more of features that you can use in one place. That ChatGPT is why a lot of people are loving it. I myself, I wasn't really using it before, but now I'm loving it and loving it, gradually using more time on it than I'm using on ChatGPT. Then there's marketing block that I really like. That is at ai360tools.com/marketing block. ai360tools.com/marketing block. This is an amazing tool. It's created by one of my associates and friends and protege, or former protege. His name is Ifyok Nkem. He created this AI tool where most of the world don't even know what AI was. And to me, if I have to buy only one tool and not buy anything else that is not free, what I will buy is Marketing Block, because Marketing Block can do landing pages for you. It can do promotional videos. It can do ads. It can do marketing copy. It can do graphics that ChatGPT can do. It does email swipes in a better arranged way. ChatGPT obviously can do that, but it has it arranged better. It can do voiceover, which ChatGPT does not do. It can do blog posts, obviously. It can do articles. It can create art. All of them in under 60 seconds. It is absolutely insane. This, oh, sorry, what happened to my PowerPoint slides? Marketing Block, I encourage everybody to check it out at, where is it now? And of course, I have to be transparent. Marketing, if you go to ai360tools.com/marketing block, that is my affiliate link. So if you were to buy that product, I'm going to be paid a commission by the owner of that tool. For transparency reasons, I don't try to sneak up on anybody, but you should do that, because ChatGPT, your price is not going to increase, your price is not going to reduce. The only thing that will change is that I get paid some commission for being the one that introduced it to you. But I didn't bring it simply because I want to make commission. I've been giving you all sorts of tools that I don't have affiliate link on. I really, really genuinely believe this particular software is probably the best in the market just for the scope of what it can do. Is doing, instead of you buying 5, 6 AI tools together, this one tool can actually do all of them for you. It can do what ChatSonic is doing. It can do what ChatGPT is doing. It can do what Midjourney is doing. It can do so many things, from marketing copy to ads to creating promotional videos, to voiceovers for your to blog posts, to writing articles for you. Even though it also is using the machine learning software embedded inside of the tool. Number 7, there is MarketMuse, marketmuse.com. That one I have not personally used. I hear a lot of good things about it. So I don't know. So you check it out yourself, and then you can tell you whether it's good for you or not. Then there's wordhero.co. My job is to give you as many of these tools that can help you, but I want to encourage you, don't go about buying everything. Most of them will give you 7-day trial. If you really want to check them, take that 7 days to try them well. I was just telling you yesterday, in fact, it was this morning I saw that it was $5.90 I paid for play.ht. $5.90. I thought it was $4.80 before, but I checked it was a different product that I paid $4.80 for. Play.ht was 1 year I went to pay for $590, not $480. And then I realized I didn't like it, because the primary reason why I bought it was to clone my voice. I don't know whether it was my accent or whether I was not giving it enough information. Whatever I cloned could never sound like me, and I've tried it more than 20 times. Finally, I gave up. Unfortunately, because I paid 1 year in advance, they refused to refund my money. They said there's no refund, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm a big boy. I can take it. I don't believe in calling anybody's karma. They didn't force me. So my advice to you is that before you finally pay for a tool, particularly the one that is free trial, make sure you test it well. Make sure you are okay that you are going to be using this before your 7 days is over. Otherwise, cancel it before your 7 days. Most of these tools, once you pay, they're not going to refund you, and that's okay. That's their tool, or that's their rules. I don't believe in whining. I don't believe in calling anybody's karma. We are all adults. We are over 21 years old. So if you pay for stuff, it is your responsibility to read their rules well. So that's why I'm teaching you now. There's a lot of these tools out there. I'm even restraining myself from giving too much so that you're not confused. Just pick 1 or 2 that you like. That is my recommendation. ChatGPT, definitely. Google Bard, definitely, because those are free. At least you have free versions. And you don't need the paid version of ChatGPT to do very well. I'm using the free version. Then you might then pick one like a marketing block or maybe a ChatSonic. If you don't like marketing block, that's my own preference, right? Why? Because it does the work of 7 different AI tools. Because it's a different AI tool that does voiceovers. It's a different one that does videos. It's a different one that does graphics. And it's a different one that does art. That is 5 different AI tools that you have to buy if you want to be using all of that stuff. You can get it in one and then forget everything else. Check them out. If you don't like marketing block, get ChatSonic, which is closer. I like that one. Maybe you get a ChatSonic and then don't get marketing block. You can't keep buying tools and not using them. I've been there and I'm still buying, but because I can afford it. If you are struggling to make money, don't be losing it by just be buying tools because Dr. Okpe or any of these gurus are recommending them to you. It makes no sense. Check it out. If it doesn't give you what you want, then by all means, close it. I've said my own. Where can you offer your services as a social media management consultant? Remember, we've talked about how to use ChatGPT to do your business, how to do it, the tools to use, Now, where do you market your services? Again, most of these freelancing sites, they have, when you get there, you'll be surprised to see hundreds, if not thousands, of people listing their services as social media consultants or social media managers. You can just go there and search. And many of them are making amazing money because these companies, these brands, they go to those places to go look for social media managers. Upwork.com. That's a place you can list your services as a social media manager. Freelancer.com, Fiverr.com, Guru.com, TopTal.com, TopTal, TOPTAL.com, PeopleHour.com, PeopleHour. It's also Upstaff Talent. That's talent.hubstaff. That's HUBSTAF. Talent.hubstaff.com. Talent.upstaff.com. There's freelancer. There's freelance.com. There's freelancer.com. There's taskrabbit.com. And there's Indeed.com. Indeed, INDEED. King Glue is not on staff, it's up staff. HUBSTAFF. HUBSTAFF.com. Talent.upstaff.com. You typed it wrong, so you need to redo that. And Funke to Upstaff is 2 Fs, or you cannot spell staff again. Upstaff.com. Because some people they're copying it so that they don't get confused when they try to get it. Now, the reason why I gave you at least 10 is I believe that if you're going to offer a service, you should actually try to put your service in at least 10 freelancing sites. That is when you increase your ability to get more clients as your first level of marketing. At the very minimum, you want to have your service in several websites that will use your services. Now, of course, most of the social media businesses you're going to need a social media management software or portal where you can manage all your clients from, where you can manage their multiple social media. Let's say you are to get a client and they have LinkedIn, they have Facebook, they have Instagram, they have Twitter, and all of that stuff. You don't want to manage it manually. You want to have a platform inside which you can then post directly to them or be able to respond to questions and all of it in one place. Otherwise, you're going to run yourself mental. How many sites are you going to be going to? Imagine if you have 5 clients and each of those 5 clients gave you 6 platforms to manage. That is 30 right there. How are you going to be doing that if you have to keep running from pillar to post? You will even forget. So you need a management platform. And here are some of them. Hootsuite.com for the management, for the social media management platforms. And Olufunke and King Glue, when you guys are typing, make sure you put the heading first so that people are not confused. You are not just putting the links there and people don't know what those links are for. Because some will come later in the day, some will come later in the room and they will just get confused if they just seeing only links. So this one is under social media management platforms where you're going to be doing this service for your clients. This is like your office. Hootsuite.com, HOOTSUITE, Buffer.com. Buffer is BUFFER. Number 1 is Hootsuite.com. Number 2, Buffer, BUFFER. Number 3, Sprout Social, SPROUTSOSIAL. Later.com, LATER. Somebody say no screen on Zoom. Okay. What does that mean? Oh, I didn't even realize that I have stopped sharing my screen. Sorry about that. Sorry, I didn't know that my screen had pulled it down. I don't know how long that has been going on, but you can hear me now. If those on Clubhouse and Gist House can follow, then you too can follow now. Wow, it's been a long time. I did not to say my. How long have we shut this thing down? Really? Sorry, guys. Oh, for the last 15 minutes. So you have been looking at my face. No wonder somebody is saying nice haircut. Hello. But right now we are talking about social media management platforms. Okay. Let me see here. Oops. There's a problem. The thing is just closing itself anyhow. I don't know what's going on now. Yes, so I want to do that haircut yesterday for you people now. That's to tell you how much I value you guys here. You see me? These guys, you see me hustling. Okay, I think you can see. Okay, let me see. Okay, so you have missed the one section. It's okay, but you had me say it. So right now we are talking about some of the most popular AI tools for social media management. You need that. This is now for you to manage the platform for your clients. I'm not going back to any slides. I've been announcing it. Those who are on Clubhouse and Gstars have never seen any screen and they are okay. All right. So now the social media platform is hootsuite.com, buffer.com, Sprout Social, sproutsocial.com, later.com, flick.social, Amplify, EMPLIFIO.io. Then there's Loomly, LOOMLY.com, LOOMLY.com, Loomly.com. There's socialbee.io, socialbee, SOSCIA, social, then B as in the BEE, socialbee.io. There's Crowdfire app, crowdfireapp.com. Even Marketing Blog has a social media management content. That is why I'm so bullish on that. And if you want to get that, it's ai360tools.com/marketing blog. That's my favorite AI tool of all, not because I know the creator, but because it's just like Poe and some of those other platforms, is combining 6 or 7 different tools that you can use on the platform. So if I were you, if I'm getting one, that's the one I will get personally. ai360tools.com/marketing blog. Of course, I got it because my buddy is the one that owned it. So I was able to harass him to give me one access, and he did give me. It's my boy. He has no choice. But it's a great tool. Okay. Now remember, don't go and get all of them. You only need 1 or 2. Only 1 or 2. I'm begging you, don't just keep throwing your money away because you're excited. Don't keep throwing your money away because you are excited about these tools. You only need 1 or 2 very good ones and you are ready to go. Otherwise, you're just going to be throwing your money all over the place. Okay. Now the social listening thing, I'm going to scrap all of that. That's a more advanced. Very few companies are even hiring in that area. They have to know what to monitor for before they start hiring. So I'm not going to go into the advanced techniques of social listening or the tools to use to do it. That one you can do as your own homework. Why? The reason why I'm not spending time on it, it might take me another 30 minutes, 1 hour, teaching you what you are probably not going to get clients on for a very long time. Very few companies even know about the engineering of, or rather the importance of social listening. So they are typically not going to call you. And the level of people that are doing this are companies that are big, medium at least. So there's no point teaching you that and wasting your time. I wanted to focus on what you can get right now, okay? I'm going to skip all of that. Brand reputation, big, 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 big. I don't want to go into all of that. With the software, nope. I think I'll teach that. That last module in the full training that I'm going to be selling later. I'll add it later in my own spare time. But right now, you got more than enough for you to be able to go into the world and take it over. All right, let me hear your questions before we do a little bit of practicals today. I want to close early today. Today is Friday. Let me go see my staff. I've not seen them all week in the law firm. They know I'm doing stuff here. They hear from me, but most time, by the time I get to work, it's like 5 p.m. Most of them already left. So, and I promise I will come and buy drinks for them this afternoon. Let me take care of them. My law office staff, sometimes when I'm broke, they're the one that guarantee me money. Law practice will always make money, even when sometimes YouTube closes your account or Amazon closes your royalty. You know, your law practice will still give you that your 5-figure paycheck. So let me go and salute them well before they riot. All right, guys, any questions? I know we have not gone into practical, so actually go into ChatGPT and do something. We are going to do that, but I want to get some feedbacks before we go on. All right, then we are then going to log into ChatGPT and do some serious practicals. Okay. I need to get at least 4 or 5 feedbacks, or we're not moving forward. Nobody wants to come and talk for 3 hours, and you guys are looking at me like I'm some kind of a guy that doesn't have work. I'm coming here to talk. Raise up your hand if you're on Zoom and you'd like to come and give some feedback or some questions. If I don't get any questions or feedback, then we will close the meeting, just like I said yesterday. I'm very serious about that. If you are not going to give feedback, then why the heck are we here? Nobody's a parrot. I need to get feedback from you guys. So come up on stage and talk to me. Okay? I want to see at least 2 people talk to me on Gist House, at least 3 people on Clubhouse, because 3 people at Clubhouse is, even though you are less than those who are on Gist House right now, Clubhouse people are experienced. Let me just assume that. Come up on stage, then I will give you the microphone. Just hold on. Let me bring you up on stage first. I need you to raise up your hand, and then I will bring you up on stage. For those of you on Zoom, I've already invited you. So what you want to do is you want to accept that, try to put on your video so that you can be part of the conversation. Ready? Riesa, Chris, I see you on stage. Just hold on. I'm going to give you a minute. I'm waiting for the others to come in. Onyacham, I see you. Ike Ikwagu, I also see you. You want to join us? Just hold on for a second, please. Mute yourself first. All right. Nobody on Clubhouse? Clubhouse, nobody has any questions? I am going to close that room. If there's nobody that has any question, then we are done there. All right. I'll give you a couple of minutes. If not, then we are just going to focus on those who are engaging me. Okay, same thing with Gist House.
I don't enter this place when I want to follow that stuff.
Please, Mr. Yocham, you want to mute yourself for a second, sir. Okay. All right. I just want to be sure I have people who are engaging. If not, then we're done. All right, thank you guys so much on Clubhouse. It looks like you just want to listen, then you're going to have to come join me on Zoom or on Gist House because you are not engaging. We're going to close the room. I want to appreciate you so much for at least taking the time to be here today. For those of us on Clubhouse, I will see you guys in another room some other time. It's supposed to be a conversation app. If conversation is not happening, then we got to go. Thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, let's focus on Gist House. Gist House, do we have anybody who's willing to engage? I'm going to close the room. Okay, I see Kiko Lee, do you have a question? Do you have a feedback? Okay, no answer from Gist House. Then we're going to close the room. I will see you guys tomorrow. And let's talk to those on Zoom. At least we have some people who are engaging. Yes, I've closed both the Gist House and the Clubhouse. I don't think there's any reason for me to just keep talking when people are not even ready to engage. After 2 hours, if you don't have any questions for me, then we need to. All right, let's go. Oh, yes, sir, I'm going to take you down. You can't seem to control your mic. Riesa, you want to go now? Please open up your mic and open your camera if you can, and join me. Right? How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. I want to appreciate you from the very first day.
We cannot hear you. Most times, headphones don't work well. You want to take it out when you're unless there's so much noise. Yeah, take it out and speak directly to the machine. Sometimes that's better.
Okay, I want to really appreciate you, sir, because I've been following from the first day of the training, from day 1 to today, and I've been benefiting a lot. I want to ask, sir, I intended to, when you spoke about software, so this thought of this social marketing, posting on multiple platforms actually came into my mind, and I actually have an opportunity to do such for a little organization. But on the long run, I was actually stranded. But actually getting this training today, I think I can actually go back to them and maybe learn how to make use of it, or that is posting on multi-platform, because that was one of the constraints I had. So I was so glad that you made mention of it today, that there is a possibility of posting that is managing it from the back end, then posting on one, then it appears on all of them. So it's actually an eye-opener. My question is, will there be a tutorial like for the marketing block you made mention of? Is there a tutorial that I can actually get to make use of?
Yes, it's another good thing about marketing blogs. They actually have tutorial for every tool, every feature that you can that you want to use. So yes, they do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sir.
All right, I think it's an amazing app, and there's so very you've written down some of those tools. Even if you don't like marketing blog, feel free to get the one that that works for you. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
other question? All right, thank you so much for coming up to share. All right, we have I see a question from Mustafa Barua, and I see, hold on, before I answer that, I see there are 4 people on stage. Onyacham, you're next. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate for your time you gave us for teaching us others why. I have a question, and I'm working on the AI stage because I want to be teaching online. So I want to know, because one of the challenges I'm having there is how possibly, because I'm creating both ebook together, and like how you did it in that Gist house when those link was displaying on up to make sales in case anybody wants to buy. That's exactly the features I'm creating, I'm working on. So I want, one of the challenges I'm having is the issue of like payment, how to receive money, like the pay stack and other formats, you're receiving in dollars and naira. So I want to know, how can I figure that out? That's one of the issue that I'm having, sir.
I don't know how else to answer you. You said you know about Paystack, you know PayPal. There's so many payment engines there. So I don't know
Yes,
what the
sir.
question that you're asking me to. What is the question now? I should go do the research for you. I don't
No,
understand.
no. What I'm talking about, that's this the funnel that you created to direct people to go and pay in Paystack or PayPal and all that. That is exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Is it the funnel that makes people to happen that way, or there's any other thing that's expected to be done?
There's no other thing now. If you go to paystack.com, you create
Yes,
an
sir.
account the same way you create a Facebook account, and then you'll
All
be
right.
able to receive your money from there. It will give you a link for people to pay. You collect your link from there, just like the way PayPal works. But if you're in Nigeria, you will not be able to use PayPal because PayPal doesn't allow Nigerians to collect money. But like I say to everybody, don't let what you cannot do stop you from what you can do. So if PayPal is not allowing you to collect money, forget about them. Focus on the one that will allow you. And there's so many of that. You can search on Google or even ask ChatGPT, what are the best payment receiving platforms for Africans? If you ask ChatGPT will tell you. And then all you simply do is you go in there, create your account, and then you can then have your own link for people to pay you. But I use Paystack. I don't have much problem with Paystack, even though I'm hearing some of my customers are saying, oh, they've tried to use their card, it's not working, blah, blah, blah. So there will always be that challenge. But we have also had several people also pay. So that means sometimes it is from the bank of the people trying to pay. So don't worry so much about how you collect your money. Get the client first. When you get the client, you will figure out how to get your money, guaranteed. Because sometimes a lot of people worry so much about what is not immediate. Somebody who has not made any money is worried about how will I collect my money. No, get the client first. The client now say, I want to pay you money, and you don't know how to get it. By the time you come to people like me or any experienced person out there, they'll send it to several. But I've mentioned some. Go to Paystack, create an account if you can. Search payment engines or payment platforms for Africans. You also get plenty.
Okay, sir.
And in any case, yeah.
That will include the dollar payment and naira payment. That's one of the.
Sir, go and ask ChatGPT. Next question.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Ike Ikwagu.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes,
can you hear me clearly, please?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Just like the first person that spoke, I joined the first day, and it was really mind-boggling. Thank you so much. And the session with Prof as well was so amazing. Although I've not been consistent because of some work, So, but anytime I come on board, it's always a time of revelation, and I actually wrote my first book from the first day. I was concentrating on, I have found a niche maybe to teach, to publish data science or data analytics for children between
I want to
the
focus on
of,
social media business today. Okay. When you get to the hangout that we do, you can raise issue. I don't want to get dragged back into books today. We're talking social media business, because
that's right.
we're already at the 2-hour mark. If I get sidetracked into that, all right. But just join the Business 360 Inner Circle Club. Somebody post the link for that for me on Zoom now, please. I don't think I have it here. The link for those who have not yet joined the Business 360 Inner Circle. Okay. Guys, Funke, Kinglu, where are you guys? Please, I need this link here.
Okay, that's fine, sir. So I will join and maybe ask the question.
All right, yes. So then we are once the bootcamp is over, we are practically probably going to be having daily meeting anyway, so you can then bring any questions, or if you're in the WhatsApp group, ask the questions there at any time, and that'll be fine. So I look forward to seeing you in there. No problem, my brother. Thank you so much. At least
thank you, sir.
greeted.
God bless you.
Yeah. All right.
I appreciate it, sir.
No problem, my brother. We look forward to seeing you. Here, guys, for those of you who have not yet joined the Business 360 Inner Circle, that is the link right there. It is only $10 per month, and that gives you amazing benefits just for being a member of that team. Let me walk you through it again before we wrap up for today. I'm not sure. I'm not going to go into too much practical today. I'm not feeling it at all. Here. Where is the link? Oops. All right, let's take the next question. Is there anybody else who still has a question to ask? I see Onyesham has asked his own. Risa has asked, Aniki has asked. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming up on stage. Appreciate you. Any other questions? I'm going to read this from the chat. Down C10, Teniola says, let me read your question. I'm missing that. Teniola says, is digital marketing different from social media management? Of course, social media management has to do with social media. Digital marketing has to do with everything that is digital business, which includes funnels, includes advertisement, includes anything that has to do with digital. I'm surprised that you're asking that question, including websites. That's part of digital marketing. Social media is limited to social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and all that. But digital marketing is a bigger part of the pie that covers everything that has to do with marketing on digital media. Okay. Teniola say, would this apply to Facebook groups and Facebook pages or different? They are all part of social media platforms now. Facebook group, Facebook pages, they are all social media. So what we taught will apply there. And then it says, secondly, do we need to be concerned about plagiarism and AI detection when writing posts? I think we went over that extensively almost every day. I'm not going to go into that today. We talked about that extensively yesterday. We showed you how to make sure that your content is not detected by AI and that you do not plagiarize. So if you are not here for the last 11 days, you're just going to have to go figure out how to get one of the recorded training. They're still there, and they will be there till Sunday when, or some of them will start disappearing from today. We're already deleting. Because what we want to do is we are putting the recording is only going to be available for those who join the 360 Club before the bootcamp is over. After the bootcamp is over, whoever wants it will have to buy it separately. Each of the training is $297 separately. And then, of course, I probably will give discount, maybe 50%, maybe 70%. But the sale price is going to be $297 basic for each of the day's training, including the one today. But if you want to avoid paying for that, you need to join the Business 360 Inner Circle, and then you will get it for free. All the 21 days of training, you're going to get it for free as part of your membership. That by itself is worth like 5 years membership. That training, imagine something that we're going to sell $297 for one. That is well over $5,000 in terms of value. Yeah, you might say even when we give it at 70%, that is still well over $1,000. And you're paying $10 a month for your membership. So that is over, even at 1,000, that is like 5 years or 10 years membership fees. And you might be telling yourself, whatever, people will pay. You are going to see, if you are not careful, even you will pay it, because by the time you realize that you really need it and you want it, you're going to pay the money. So I want to encourage you, if you have not yet joined the ChatGPT, sorry, I said ChatGPT, Business 360 Bootcamp, Business 360 Club, I want to encourage you seriously, please go join. It's probably the best value for money out there now, and I say this with all sense of confidence. I don't know of any program that is out there that is better for the price. Let me go over some of the stuff that you're going to get from this before we close. You're going to be getting weekly new exclusive training. I'm going to drop a new training every week that is exclusive. It's just going to drop in your members area. That is going to be on business, mostly on marketing and personal development as part of your membership. You're going to get one once a week. Number two, you're going to get access to, this is the real value of the membership. Every other thing considered bonus. This is the Business 360 Coaching Vault. This is worth over $50,000 in value because it includes hundreds of my training videos are valued at over $50,000, including in startup, business management, digital. You will see some of the products that I sell $997 outside that I'm still selling and continue to sell right inside that vault. I deliberately put some of my very expensive courses too, so that you just get a pleasant surprise. When you get in there, you see that this is a product that Coach is selling for $997, but it's right here. You can listen to it, you can watch it as long as your membership is current. So that you get access to Business 360 Coaching Vault. Then there's the Netpreneur Hangouts on Gist House. Once a week, we are going to be having an exclusive hangout that is just for members, for you to ask questions, for us to do interaction as part of our membership, as part of our community. And this is going to be only for those who are paying members, because Gist House allows us to have a club that is only for paying members that can get in. So we will include you in that club so that when we open room there, you are going to get a link to that in the WhatsApp group. You are going to get it by email so that you can join us and we can just have an exclusive hangout. We're going to be doing that also once a week. It's all included in your $10 a month membership. Then you're also going to be admitted to the WhatsApp group. There's an exclusive WhatsApp group I just created yesterday called Business 360 Inner Circle. It is only for members of the club. And that is what I want to make my business place, where I'm always interacting with the members every day. I'm going to withdraw from practically every other free WhatsApp group where I'm doing training, like the Fish for Life Club. I'm going to be withdrawing from that. I'm actually going to be closing that. I'm not just going to withdraw, I'm going to close it down, right? I'm going to delete everybody from the room, and then we will, only those who join the WhatsApp group will get that access to me, because if I'm putting a lot of my energy in business, I think it's only fair for me to reserve it for those who are paying me a little money. $10 is nothing to most of us. $7,500 a month. If you are serious, if you don't think I'm worth $7,500 just for you to be attending my rooms, then there is no point. So I want to encourage you. You want to join this thing. $10 a month is the introductory price, and your price will be locked down no matter whatever price I start selling it later, because after the introductory price, I'm going to increase it. But your own price is locked down. So don't say, I did not tell you. Some of you probably will not believe I'm serious here until it happens. So please, the link is there. Go check it out. Okay. And where is the, all right. So we're talking about, in addition to the WhatsApp chat room, there's also the free book of the month club. So every month, I'm going to be giving one of my books for free, one of my best-selling books on business that I typically will sell. My books are $39.99. You can see them on all those websites. The cheapest is $29.99. So meaning even one book a month that you get is worth more than your membership for that month, and you get it for free. In addition, we give you 50% discount on all my special master classes. For instance, after this introductory price on the 25th, those who join, they will get 50%. Who join after that, they will get 50% off of these master classes that I'm creating. But you get to get it for free if you join before 25th as part of a special bonus. It's not part of the membership benefit, these master classes for this bootcamp. But in addition to that, of course, I'm always going to keep doing master classes, and then that I'm selling. That's how I make my money. I sell my master classes, and they are from $297 to $1,997, depending on how big it is. You, as a member of the Business 360 Club, you get 50% discount. When I'm selling them, you get 50% off of the sale price. But most times, I always give discount anyway. I may give 50% or I may give 70%. You get a discount from that. You get your 50% off of that discounted price. And then our softwares that we sell on JVZoo, Warrior Plus, PayPal, and all that. If you are a member of the club, we will give you a coupon for 20% off in case you want to buy any of the software as a special privilege. It's a discounted membership thing that you get, and it's only $10. Okay, if you when you get to that stage, to that page that I just posted, this one that is on their Business 360 Inner Circle link. If you're abroad, it has a link for you to pay with your foreign credit card or bank card. If you're in Nigeria, you want to click the one on Pay Stack so that you can pay with the Nigerian card. Now, I've been getting a lot of back channel of people who are struggling with making payments by with their card. And I've apologetically explained, I cannot be chasing you for 7,500 Naira every month. It makes absolutely zero reason to me, because it's not effective. But if you really want to do transfer because you have challenge with the card, I will only allow you to do transfer if you are paying 1 year in advance. That way, I don't have to chase you every month. And then I will give you 20%. I'll give you 2 months off. Okay, so instead of 90,000 for the year, it will be 75,000 Naira. So if you want to do transfer of that, then I'll let you do transfer, and that is the bank account. So that way, that's the best I can do. So if you're paying 1 year in advance for your membership at 7,500 Naira per month, that will be 90,000. But if you're making that by wire transfer, I will give you 2 months off and you pay for only 10 months. And then you can send 75,000 Naira to GTB Bank, that's 000-213-4375 under my name, Okweolubanwu. I think that's the best. So that way we don't have to chase you for a whole year. And you yourself, you don't have to worry yourself about paying your subscription. But if you don't want to pay this 1 year in advance and get 2 months off, then you have to do the monthly payment by going to Paystack. There is no other option for you to do that. That's all I know for now. All right. I think that about sums it up for today. I was going to go do some practical on ChatGPT, but I'm really a little bit tired. And like I said, it's going to be 2:30 at my end now. But I want to get to my law firm and say hello to some of my staff, and I haven't seen them in a while, see what my lawyers are doing, if they need any of my questions or whatever. I'm not sharing any screen right now, am I? I'm not sharing screen. All I'm doing right now is I'm giving you the account number to pay. If for those who want to pay bulk by wire transfer, but if you want to pay every month, it's only 7,500 for Nigerians, $10 for those who are abroad. And that is the link. I posted the link over and over again. Any questions on this before I close? I want to encourage you to do this. If for anything, all this teaching I've been doing, I think you agree, is worth $10 a month to you. Even the content you have consumed in the last 12 days. So paying $10 a month is like $100 at the end of the year. Do you really think the content I've given you, even if you don't get anything else that I've gotten so far, is it not even worth up to 100 for you? So I don't expect to have anybody on this call who is not joining this club, but it is what it is. When you join, you're going to be admitted to the WhatsApp group, and then you're going to get the other content. Okay, guys, any questions before I close? We have already closed Clubhouse and Gist House. Now we are down to Zoom. Any questions before I close this meeting today? I'm not going to do practicals. I'm tired. You guys go to your ChatGPT and start experimenting what I've told you. Okay. I am waiting. If there are no questions, then we are going to call it a day. Quincy Agidi says the Inner Circle 360 is not accepting my Zenith Bank card for payment, sir. I don't know why that is so. I keep hearing this. I don't know, maybe some banks don't allow recurrent payment. I don't know. We've got a lot of Nigerians who have paid, by the way. So it has to be your card. But there's not much I can do about that. So maybe what you then do is pay the 1 year in advance, get 2 months off, and only do a wire transfer of the 75,000 for to cover 1 year. That is the best I can do. You have the account number there. It is on GT Bank, and then we'll be more than happy to see you in the room. Sorry about that. I wish I can solve that problem, but I can't. Okay. All right, guys. If there are no more questions, I want to appreciate everybody for coming today, and I will see you in our small WhatsApp group, and hopefully you keep having fun as a member of the Business 360 Inner Circle. Thank you so much. And the webinar is closed. For those of you joining us on Facebook, hope you learned a few things today. We can only sensitize you. Nobody's going to be able to teach you everything in a 3-hour workshop, especially since you guys are not even interacting to ask questions for clarity and all that. I'm just doing all the talking by myself. You are not going to learn that, all of that in 1 day like that. Take the little that I've shared with you, then go get yourself better approved. Do your research, even if you don't want to join the club. The club is only $10. If you don't think it's even worth that, then I don't know what to do with you. Then go do what you got to do on your own. And I'm sure you will still make it, even if you don't join the club. I didn't join any club before I made it. I had to hustle before I joined the club, because the clubs that were available for me were too expensive, $5,000, $10,000, and I had to do some stuff before it was worth it for me to start paying that money. But this is only $10. All right, guys, I love you guys, and I will see you. I am committed to your success, and hopefully you are as committed to it as I am with you. God bless you. I will see you. Remember to do me my testimonial if you are enjoying this, if you've learned something in the last 12 days. I am very, very big on getting that testimonial video. It just has to be between 3 to 5 minutes or less. Just talk about what you have learned, how what you think of the training, what you think of me as a trainer. Post it on your own Facebook, your own YouTube, TikTok. Just tag me and send me the link so that I can go like it myself. Please do that for me. I will really appreciate it. Send me the link in the group on WhatsApp, the link to the video that you have done. I think I deserve that at least, even if I'm not going to join the club. Don't you think I deserve a testimonial? 12 days of 4 hours every day. So far, giving you value for free. I think if you're a good person, you know at least I deserve that 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be up to 3 minutes, just a good testimonial video. God bless you. I look forward to seeing it. Bye.